Welcome back to Iron Completionist, the series where I'm aiming to fill the collection log and to all of the completable, non-repeatable content in RuneScape. Last video, I spent a lot of time going for the Hill Giant Club, and though I was eventually successful and made a large dent in the beginner clue collection log, I wasn't able to fully complete it. In this one, I want to try out some more content that I really haven't done before, and maybe some more clue scrolls as well. You guys know I love collecting things on RuneScape, but what you don't know is I love doing the same thing on Raid Shadow Legends, an RPG game for mobile and PC, and who also happens to be today's video sponsor. Let's start off with the Sky Touched Shaman. First of all, speaking on the strength of the champion itself, not just its character design, she has some amazing healing passives and a great defense against debuffs. She's also an incredibly powerful support champion with some unique perks. Another one I really started liking lately is Kyoku, another really strong defensive character. She can place a 50% ally protection on her and other champions for 2 turns, block damage on herself, and even give allies an extra turn. With the right buffs, you could negate over half the damage being done to your team, as well as debuffing the enemy team, which is super powerful. If you guys happen to snag the Ultimate Death Knight champion that Raid gave away recently, you can instantly pump him up to max level by using the promo code DKRises. And even if you didn't get him, the promo code still gives you tons of free resources for your other great characters. And as always, Raid has tons of events going on, including a Halloween event where you can win real-life prizes like $1,000 Amazon gift cards and some of the best champions in Raid. It's all free and easy. All you need to do is just have your Raid player ID. Download via my link and head to trickortreat.playrium.com and spin the wheel. The event ends November 5th, so don't miss out. As always, Raid is giving out tons of cool stuff to new players as well, which you can get by scanning that QR code or downloading via my link in the description. The starter pack is worth like 30 bucks, comes with some really cool in-game loot, and this free champion Vergis, so make sure you guys check it out. You'll find all these rewards in your inbox for the next 30 days. Honestly, I'm not really sure what I want to do in this episode just yet, but we're starting off by just doing some Variety Slayer. Just finished an Abyssal Demons task and managed to get myself back to back, which is nice because I want to, again, stock up on whips to head back out to Revs. If I don't get too many from this bout of Slayer, what I'm probably going to do is just switch over to using ranged and maybe risk taking the rapier out there and just hope I don't get smited. I'm not sure. Hey, there it is. You always love to see those beautiful items on the ground. That is an Abyssal Whip. It's honestly, I was going to say a nice one for the stockpile, but there is no stockpile. I go through these things so quickly at Revs. Well, it's been a while since I've done any Konar Slayer, so I think instead of going back to Duradel, I'll just go back to Konar, maybe go for like 50 or 100 Brimstone keys or something like that. And maybe we'll get lucky and pick up a couple boss tasks along the way. Also a good way for me to continue stockpiling hard clues. Not sure how long I'm going to hold on to the hards and elites, but ideally I want to save up 100, but that's pretty ambitious. Mithril Dragons done, Dagonoths in the Catacombs. Heavy Demons, Bloodveld's done, time for Smoke Devils. Smoke Devils done, here's a Birdhouse run. Hellhound task completed. Ooh, okay, time to burst some jellies. Random Dragon Impling giving us 202 Dragon Darts. What a beautiful drop from that thing. So I finished that jellies task and got a Fossil Island Wyvern task. And then I looked at my equipped shield slot, remembering I got the Wyvern Visage, and I realized that I don't think I need to kill Fossil Island Wyverns anymore. If I go over to the Slayer log, we already have the Granite Boots, we already have the Granite Longsword, and we have the Wyvern Visage, which is in here somewhere, and I've probably passed it, and you're all yelling at me for it. Yep, there it is. Literally right next to the Granite Boots. So, I don't need these anymore. Now, normally I could just add them to my block list. However, there is a 500-point unlock over here where I don't have to add it to my block list, so I'm just gonna do that instead, because why not? I mean, I had the points, might as well, and now I don't get them anymore since there's no need to get them anymore. An elite clue from a Rune Dragon? I definitely did not expect that. Alright, Rune Dragon's done, and for task number 200 we have Drakes, so hopefully we can finally pick up the Drakes, whatever. I always forget which one I'm missing. I'm not even gonna pretend that I remember anymore. I've already been doing quite a fair few hours of Slayer. We only have 9 Brimstone keys, or 10 Brimstone keys, so I don't think I'm going to do this all in one go. It'll probably be something that just gets sporadically done throughout the video. Hey, let's freaking go. What a perfect timing for that. The Drake's Claw on the ground, which means that I now have both of the 2 items from Drake's. Let me just get out of this guy's vicinity here so we can actually go ahead and check. We go to the collection log, go to the Slayer tab, I'm assuming. I don't even know what this thing actually looks like, so I don't know where it is in here. Yep, there it is. 3 Drake's Teeth later, we got ourselves the Drake's Claw. Now, the main reason this is so nice is because I can block Drakes now. And Drakes are just an incredibly slow task. They don't give a lot of XP. Their drops are pretty meh. So being able to block these is actually pretty huge. Though I'm not sure what I'm going to take off. Probably Magic Axes for now at least, because that's a wildy task. And I'm not currently doing Wildy Slayer, so go ahead and throw the Drakes on here. Bam, gone forever. You'll love to see it. Now, in the future, I probably will be rearranging this a lot, especially when I go back to Hydra to get the pet after, like, T-Bow or something like that. And if I'm planning on doing just an absolute ton of Wildy Slayer, I'll probably end up just having a block list specifically for Wildy Slayer so I can knock out all the Dagon High pieces at once instead of having to constantly change it back and forth, because that's going to save me a lot of Slayer points that way. I actually just picked up myself a task of 120 Cal fights in the Cal fight lair. Realized I probably should have finished that Drake task because it would have been my 200 task streak bonus, but that's okay. I can do this task at Cal fight Queen, and we are still chasing that dragon chain body, so I guess we'll go start poking at this. Again, I don't know if I'm going to do the whole task at Cal fight Queen because whew, that is mentally draining, but we'll try. I also forgot that I need Boots of Stone to make these, but if I use the Drake's Claw on the Boots of Stone, gonna get the same animation you get for making every other pair of boots in the game, and now we have a pair of Boots of Brimstone. Now, truthfully, I don't know if there's actually any particular use for these. If anyone knows of any particular use, please let me know, because off the top of my head, I can't think of any. Since I have the Kebos Diaries done, I don't need them for the Kebos dungeon stuff, but hey, maybe they'll be useful somewhere. Hey! There we go. That is the dragon chain body. Let me pick that up and then we can talk about it real quick, because this is actually kind of a big deal. You might be thinking, dragon chain body, who cares? You've had one before, because I have the master stash unit built. Why does it matter at all if you have it? Well, first of all, if we go to the Cal fight Queen collection log, it does fill a slot here, which is pretty cool. But if you notice a little further down in the collection log, the Thermonuclear Smoke Devil log is now fully greened out at only 762 kills, which is insanely lucky, and it's great because that's a boss that's honestly pretty slow and tedious, doesn't really have great drops. So thanks to getting the collection log slot filled at Cal fight Queen, we now filled this other boss log just completely, I don't know, coincidentally? Passively is probably a better word. I don't really feel super obligated to do the entire task at Cal fight Queen anymore, so I'm just going to do my previous mentioned thing, which is probably just do like 50 kills for every task. So I'm going to go do another 14 so that I'm ending on 900. Give myself a good place to start the next one. This way I'm not going to burn out on doing Cal fight Queen, which, even though it does have some decent loot, is again just another pretty tedious boss to grind out. Alright, there's 900 KC at the Cal fight Queen. So I'm going to go ahead and just do the rest of this task on the Cal fight workers. I don't know why I even picked up these rune knives. They're literally useless. And then we'll just pick up a new task after that. And there's the rest of the Cal fights task done for task 200, giving me 500 points, which is very nice. But you know what? I actually kind of want to keep doing Slayer. I'm pretty sure I said I was going to take a break earlier, but I'm still vibing, so I'm just going to keep going. Blood Veiled task and a Black Dragon task done. Another task done. This one was at Mithril Dragons. Unfortunately, we did not get any chewed bones. Abbey Demons again. Well, Abbey Demon task done. I'm very, very dry on whips. Oh my god, what? What? Okay. Well, that is about the last thing I expected to have happen. But you know what really sucks about getting that Eternal Gem? It's a duplicate. I already have an Eternal Slayer ring, but I'm missing the Imbued Heart, which means that I actually just hit a 50-50 chance of getting the item I really, really want, and it is incredibly beneficial to the account, and I got a duplicate Eternal Slayer ring. Kinda hurts. However, that is an incredibly rare item to get in general, so filling that log slot was incredibly unexpected, and I'll definitely take it. To those of you who don't understand just how rare the Eternal Gem and Imbued Heart are, let me give you a quick explanation. Superior Slayer creatures only spawn at a rate of 1 in 200 while on task for certain Slayer monsters. Not every monster has a superior variant, but a lot of the ones that have actual Slayer level requirements do. However, once you have the superior spawned, the chance of getting the imbued heart or eternal gem is still incredibly rare. The most common chance is the highest level superior, which is the Colossal Hydra at a rate of 1 in 160. It drops off pretty heavily, and the chance of getting it from a superior Bloodveld, which is what I just got it from, is 1 in 896. So, yeah, basically tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands of Slayer creatures just to have a shot at getting these items. They are ridiculously difficult to grind, and I hope there's an alternative way given in the future, but yeah, pretty cool to at least get the log slot filled out, though. Well, there's that Bloodveld task done, you know. Pretty eventful. I'll take it. There's Mithril Dragons done. I picked myself up another chewed bone. I'm probably just going to save those up for a while, to be honest. Well, there's a worm task done. Unfortunately, still no dragon harpoon. Been looking for that every time I get one of these tasks because I'd really like to block them. And time for Abbey Demons again. What? Man, what is that? What is that? That is an Abyssal Head. That's like my 3rd or 4th one on the account or something at this point. I think. That's my 5th one. That's my 5th Abyssal Head. I'm not even through with just the Slayer portion of this video yet, and I've already had a bunch of very, very interesting drops, though this is, I think, my 6th task of Abbey Demons extended, so I should be getting 1 whip every other task, and I've only had 1. I'm really hoping that turns around, because, Abbey Head, I don't know how I feel about that one. Well, there's another Abbey Demon task done. Oh, hey. Finishing a Wyvern task with a Dragon Plate Skirt. Not bad. Another boss one. 170 Gargoyles in the Slayer Tower. I don't actually remember what we're missing from the Grotesque Guardians, but it's quite a few items still. So, I'm at 638 right now. I think I'm going to go up to 700 KC, and we'll see how we're feeling about the task at that point. If I don't feel like finishing it, I won't, because I'll do it eventually. Alright, well, that kill puts me at 700 kill count at the Grotesque Guardians, and I got a Brimstone key. Hey, sorry for the flashing screen, but I have that on so I don't miss the keys when I'm doing AFK tasks. Honestly, that Brimstone key is the best thing we had in these, like, 70 kills, so I'm gonna not do the rest of the task here because I am already really wanting to just not play the game anymore, and I took way too many breaks just to get this done, so back to other Slayer stuff. I still have yet to have a single Basilisk task to try to get this stupid Basilisk draw. I'm really trying. You guys have noticed I'm really trying, but I just can't get this task. And before anyone asks, yes, I do have it unlocked. I'm just getting really unlucky. Like, we're coming in with a DK's task now. I think I'm still missing a couple of things from Dagonoth Kings. Yeah, Berserker Ring, Warrior Ring, which is weird, and the Supreme and Rex pets. So maybe we can pick up one of those things. Would be pretty great. You know, considering I've done, I think, 4 or 5 tasks with no rings from Rex. Here's our first Dragon Axe of the task. And a Mud Staff. I honestly don't even think I'm going to pick these up anymore because it's not even worth juggling to keep that. Another Mud Staff. Well, that is going to be the last kill of my task, but I'm at 998 Prime KC, so I think I'm just going to do 2 more rotations since I'm in the standard Slayer cave, or like the non-Slayer requirement cave anyway. Because I want to hit 1000 base KC, and it's just a weirdly satisfying number to have, I guess, so I'm going to do that. Well, there it is, 1000 base KC for a Rune Battle Axe. I'll actually take that. Unfortunately, no new collection log slots on this task, though, but, you know, can't win every time. Finally got the Basilisk task, and it's in the wrong location. I guess that's what I get for doing Konar Slayer, but honestly, I forgot that Basilisks even existed outside of the Island of Stone, or Isle of Stone, or whatever it's called, so... Alright, time for some Lizardmen. This is the culmination of, like, probably about a week of Slayer so far, and I've still been, like, really enjoying it, to be honest, but I think I'm going to mix it up and do something else soon. Maybe not just quite yet, though. I want to do, like, a few more Slayer tasks. Straight back to Mithril Dragons for, like, the 8th time. You know, now that I'm actually trying to grind out Brimstone keys, I'm starting to realize how long it takes to get these things. Normally, I just get them passively, but now that I actually have a set goal in mind, this is taking forever. I mean, it's probably because I'm doing boss tasks and stuff, but I'm pretty sure I've already done like 40 or 50 hours of Slayer, and I don't even have 40 keys. Yeah, just get a cheeky collection log slot from catching it. That'd be freaking awesome. No, we did get a Dragon Longsword, though, which is either an Elite or a Master Clue Scroll roll. That would have been really cool to get a Master Clue unique. Oh, there we go. Finally got the Basilisks on I'm not even gonna try. This place, where I can kill them properly and actually have a chance at getting the Basilisk Jaw. Now, I believe the Basilisk Jaw is like a 1 in 800 or 1 in 1000 drop on task. So it's not like we're really guaranteed to get it on this first task by any means. But at least we finally have an opportunity to do so. Basilisk Knights do also have the chance of dropping the Basilisk Head at 1 in 1,000, so the same rate as the Jaw, as well as I believe the White Light, whatever this is called, Mystic Hat, which would be another item that I need. So there's technically 3 possible items I can get from here, 2 of which are 1 in 1,000, the Jaw obviously still being the one I want the most, and the Light Mystic Hat, which is 1 in 256. I don't know where I got these 32,000 Runite Bolts, but this is probably going to be the best place to use them. You guys might be wondering why I'm using the Crystal Body and Crystal Legs here, and the reason is pretty simple. It just has more prayer bonus than Arma. They have like the same ranged accuracy, so I don't know, save a few prayer potions, I guess. And I don't lose charges on the Crystal Armor since I'm praying mage and not taking damage from the mage attacks. The charges don't actually go down. Hey, you guys want to hear something really cool? Hey, look at that. Okay, again, this is definitely not the first drop that I really wanted to get, but getting the Basilisk Head passively while just killing Basilisk Knights is definitely really, really nice. And I think might actually be one of, if not the last, Slayer trophy head type thing we need. I'll check after this kill. And take a look here. We still need the Crawling Hand one. That's the only one left, though. That should be pretty easy to do, and I'm pretty sure I can just get that one off task if I really want to. But I might end up getting it passively if I ever do Turiel Slayer boosting again, so I guess I'll hold off on it for now. Halfway through this task, and I'm just now remembering that Bracelets of Slaughter exist, so I'm definitely going to actually go and grab some of those, because clearly I don't get many of these tasks, and accuracy isn't terribly important here, so. Well, unfortunately, that is the task completed. 259 Basilisks killed, no Jaw. And the Slayer Cape perk in my max cape gave me the back-to-back, and of course it assigns it in the wrong spot. Well, I got assigned a Kraken task, and you guys pointed out, I think a little while ago, that I shouldn't have these blocks because I still need the uncharged trident from the small cave Kraken. So I'm going to be killing these. Hopefully we get it. Would be pretty nice. Alright, it's not a trident, but that is an elite clue scroll. And I got a blue dragon task, so I decided I would do some of it at Vork. Probably not the whole thing, because, yeah, that'd take forever, and there's really no benefit to doing Vork on a Slayer task, but we'll do a handful at least. PPB. A really fast kill. Hey, that was a PB. 55 seconds. Beat my PB by probably 1 or 2 ticks. And that was really fast. I cannot imagine getting those Grandmaster times. Maybe Torva would help, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to use like Darox and stuff. With all the Slayer I've been doing, I'm actually starting to finally run low on prayer potions. So it's time to dive into the 1,122 Renar seeds that I have in my bank and start doing some farm runs again. Not the biggest fan of this, but it's also going to remind me and motivate me to start doing some Hespori whenever I get Hespori seeds, which means we might be able to finally get that bottomless compost bucket and green out that collection log as well. Figured while I was at the farming guild, I might as well go ahead and pick up some more hop seeds, because I was basically out for my birdhouse run, so this should last me a good amount of time. Well, there's 58 more rune dragons killed. It took like an hour and a half. These are very slow tasks, man. Alright, it's not quite 50 keys, but honestly, I've been doing this for a very, very long time because I've been opting to do all the boss variations of tasks and stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and open all of these. And actually, before I do that, I should probably go over here to the Slayer tab and take a look at what we're still missing. I believe it's everything but one piece of the Dusk Mystic set. And I think we still need the Broken Dragon Hosta as well. So I'd be happy to get, honestly, anything. Any new log slots would be amazing. So let's go ahead and see if we can. Oh my god, we actually got another piece. Yo, let's go, dude. God, I never expect to actually get stuff like this. So we now have 2 pieces of the Dusk Mystic set. Oh, Shelby's gonna hate me, but this is great. Not the Shelby hating me part, that's not great. But getting a piece of Dusk Mystic is awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and finish off these last 9 keys. Maybe we just get stupidly lucky and get another piece. That would be amazing. It's good to know that at least doing this paid off. We got 1 more piece of Dusk Mystic. I'm super happy about that. And this is our last key right here. Look how many dragon dart tips I got, dude. This was insane. This was actually, like, ridiculously good. Also, these are 100k for some reason. That's actually kind of nuts. And, like, almost half the money we got from this was just on the dart tips. Would have liked some more steel bars as well, but this is still pretty good. Kind of riding the high of that collection log slot. I'm going to go ahead and crack open my beginners, easies, and mediums. I'm going to save the hards and elites still, but maybe we can pick up a new slot for one of these. It'd be really crazy if we got one for the beginners, because we're only missing 2 slots there, so yeah, not surprised we didn't fill any in there. Easy caskets, maybe we pull something? No, but that's just a weird clue to be 50k. Alright, 5 mediums. You're gonna save me, right? You're gonna give me something new. Something, please. Alright, this is not making me feel good. This actually kind of pulled down the hype from the freaking gloves. I didn't even get a single, like, unique item in any of that, did I? Aside from the shared log stuff, that's actually pretty crazy. It's time for me to do something that I actually haven't done yet, and that's going to be the Hallowed Sepulcher. I have really never done this on any account, on any game mode, anything at all. So I have no idea how to do this, but I think my goal for now is just going to be to fill in a couple of slots here. I'm not going to try and get too good at learning the whole thing. I'm not even going to try to be able to loot the Grand Hallowed Coffin yet, because I heard the last floor is just absolutely terrible. So for now, I just want to try and fill in a couple of slots here, and maybe get the hang of the first few floors. So I think the only trap I can't do with this is the one that requires the vampire dust. I don't know how often I'm going to be running into those, so I guess I could go get vampire dust if I need to, but for now I'm just going to try and figure out how the heck to do this. Fuck it, YOLO, what could go wrong? Well, cool, there's my first thing already. Hallowed Mark, first one. I'm going to need a ton of these, and 20,000 coins is actually kind of a lot. Now, I'm pretty sure that there's supposed to be ghosts occasionally that I can talk to for these pages that are in the log, but I guess I'll figure that out in a little bit. I don't see any ghosts to talk to here, so I'm not going to worry about it. Got a rune 2H and 3 more marks from that. That's actually really good. To those of you who are watching this and have no idea what the hell is going on or where the hell I am, this place is called the Hallowed Sepulcher. It's basically like a crazy agility course that you have to react to certain obstacles moving and the timing of obstacles in order to get further and further in. There's these random chests you can loot to get hallowed marks, which are the currency for this place. It also gets harder as you get to higher floors, and as you struggle to compete with the horrendous server lag. I'm going to get in this first run here, but we got through like half of floor 4 and got 7 hallowed marks, which is actually really good considering I have no freaking idea what I'm doing. Just imported some random tile markers and I'm completely winging this. Okay, so it turns out I was wrong about these mysterious pages. It's not like someone you talk to. There's just a 10% chance of getting it on any chest per floor. So that actually makes this a whole lot easier. I don't have to like try and scour the map looking for yellow dots or anything like that. I can just do the chests. So let's just go keep going. Maybe I'll try and get like the first 2 pages or something. That'd be a good starting goal. I need to pay more attention because I just completely missed that there's a grapple thing right there. I just hopped right past it. I guess I can't go back. So I just missed a chance of looting a chest. Actually clearing floor 4 within like the time frame or whatever. So I guess I'm getting arbitrarily better at this. It's only been a few runs, but you know, it's going to take some time. I think you get 1 more mark per floor as well, so probably should at least try to get good at this one. I lied, that was the halfway point. Here I was thinking I was good. Oh, hey, I forgot you can actually get clue scrolls from here now. That's a medium clue scroll. Alright, that's pretty cool. I totally forgot that was a thing. Alright, I won't lie, I'm kind of starting to understand why a lot of people don't like this piece of content. It is incredibly frustrating on the higher floors. So it's maybe just because I haven't been here long. I still got to learn. I got to keep reminding myself that. I feel like I've never seen this NPC in my life, but there's just a guy called Collector 890 here. It's pretty weird. Hey, my first actual successful clear of floor 4, and here's where things just get terrible. Alright, well of course my clip just corrupted, but I did get the mysterious page off of floor 1, which means I can technically ignore that chest now since you get a different page per floor. However, there are actually these random ghost NPCs that have a chance of spawning every time you loot a chest, and once you talk to these ghost NPCs, they appear in the lobby of the Hallowed Sepulcher, meaning, that's right, one-time completable, non-repeatable content. It is Completionist, so that is going to be an additional goal on top of the collection log slots here, so I might as well keep looting the chest on floor 1. Hey, look at that. We got the, I think this is the 5th floor mysterious page as well. Awesome. This is actually really cool. I'm actually just kind of starting to regularly even get to this floor, so pretty happy to be pulling that out early, and I'm immediately getting hit by this trap. Oh, wait. I got one of the knights. I don't know if I'm supposed to have a ghost speak amulet on for that to work, but I really hope not, because that was the, I believe, the 5th floor knight, so that's cool. Technically, completionism. So these mysterious pages that I've been talking about can actually be used on a tome that you get from investigating the skeleton out here, and it just gives you little bits of lore and whatnot, so go ahead and take a look at which pages I actually have now. Yeah, so I have the floor 1 and floor 5 pages, so I guess that's good. And I got the floor 5 ghost, which I want to see right now if he's actually out here. Awesome. So when you put on the ring of visibility, the ghosts will pop up out here. So I have the Knight of the Unicorn. I can't talk to him because I don't have my ghost speak amulet on, but again, it's just more little completionist things. So it's a 1 in 100 chance of happening, and I already got one of them, which is really good. Also, from my understanding, it actually doesn't matter which floor you loot, because the 1 in 100 chance of the ghost is just any coffer. So I guess I don't really have to worry about it too much, but I might as well get all of them unlocked and continue doing the floor 1 chest for the consistent 1 mark per run. Well, when I loot this chest, I now have the opportunity to buy any of the, well, not any, but the majority of the items from the shop with my 100 hallowed marks. However, the main thing that I want to actually get first is the Hallowed Ring, because it prevents you from taking damage and saves you a little bit of time when failing obstacles, which, you know, I still do quite a bit. So I think that I'm just going to save up 250 marks and get that first. And I'm not really going to attempt the final floor of the Sepulcher too much until I actually have the majority of these rewards, because honestly, it just doesn't seem worth it just yet. Hey, there we go. There's a strange old lockpick. That's the first one that I've had so far, and these are going to be incredibly useful for barrows. I've learned about the Sepulcher. Pathing in here is just as bad as it is everywhere else in the game, and if I click on this shortcut, for example, from anywhere that's not this portion of the map, for example, if I click on it over here, even though I'd have plenty of time to get there, my character decides to just stand still and let the giant flying sword hit me in the face. So I guess I have to be pretty careful about how I'm doing things in here, which makes sense, but this minigame just really emphasizes a lot of the flaws in the pathfinding in this game. Hey, there we go. Finally, the floor 2 mysterious page. I feel like I've looted 2, 3, and 4 definitely more than enough times to get it at this point, but cool. That's another log slot. I'm surprised how easy some of these are to get. I have always been kind of overwhelmed by this place, so I'm glad I finally decided to step in here. And would you look at that, on the same run, just as I was saying we were a little dry on these things, there's the floor 3 mysterious page. Nice. Now we just need floor 4, and we're done with these, but obviously it doesn't really change much because I still have to loot all the chests, but it's just a cool little accomplishment. I know someone's going to say, why do you have staminas? It's because sometimes if I run out of time on a run, it's easier for me to just log out than it is to go to the end of the floor, and if I log out, I don't get the run regen, so doesn't happen often, but I've been taking one just in case, because I've been occasionally attempting floor 5 if I have like a good amount of time at the start of the floor, but those last couple obstacles, man, they've been screwing me hard. Now, I'm pretty sure the strange old lockpick is the best thing to use for success here. I kind of forgot that was a thing, but I'm curious if it's actually going to be using charges when I open these. Doesn't look like it will, but I'll check after a couple runs and see if it has. And if it is, I'll just go back to using a regular lockpick, because I really haven't failed very many traps, and I just think these are they're just so good for barrows that I want to use them all there. Hey, there it is, the last mysterious page. Awesome, so I now have all of those done. I mean, I was bound to get them all eventually anyway, because they're all 1 in 10, but still, that's 5 slots in the log just from those alone. Oh, another strange old lockpick. Let's go, dude. Actually, super excited to get these things. And this is pretty much the prime example of when I would log out right here. Alright, well, if I go over here and trade the Mysterious Stranger with my 250 hallowed marks, I can go ahead and buy basically any of the actual relevant rewards. Most of them, the ones that cost 100 are things that basically just make it so that certain obstacles you're less likely to fail or you use less resources. But again, the thing I want to buy first is the Hallowed Ring, which is a collection log slot, and that is absolutely beautiful. But the reason is, I no longer can take damage, and I do save time when failing obstacles. Now, I'm not sure if obstacles means things in the Hallowed Sepulcher, or if it means like the grapples and things like that, but I'm assuming you don't really take damage from those. I honestly haven't been paying attention. So, it's probably just, I don't have to use food anymore, which is fantastic, saves me a couple inventory slots, and just makes this a much more pleasant experience. However, I did say I only wanted to fill in a couple of slots in this log, and I have actually done 8. Don't just ignore this Grand Hallowed Coffins thing. Honestly, now that I have the Hallowed Ring, I might start attempting to go for it. I'm not sure. I'll start trying to maybe learn the 5th floor at least. But we got 8 slots here, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to something else instead of burning myself out of this, because aside from mild frustration, I've actually been having a decent time here. And the last thing I want to do in this video is medium clues. Now, unfortunately for me as an iron, medium clues are actually not particularly fast to get. At most, I'm probably going to be getting 6 to 8 per hour, and 8 would kind of be a stretch. That would be if I get pretty lucky. But we are missing a ton of slots in the medium clue collection log, so if I get like 100 clues, which is going to take like 15 plus hours, I should at least be able to knock out a few more collection log slots that way, so let's go get started. Oh yeah, the other good part about doing this as an Iron Man, there are so many bots here that I'm just constantly competing with, so I have to hope that no one's doing this on the total level worlds, I guess. Well, a couple of things that are a little bit nicer than they used to be, though. You can use the Dark Lure spell, Dark Lure, on the Arceus book, and it's... okay, not supposed to do that. Supposed to bring the Impling right over to you so that you don't have to push through all the wheat and stuff to get to it, which is pretty nice. And you can also swap the left click on a lot of Implings now, so I don't have to worry about, I don't know, accidentally left clicking a different imp when I walks over here with like the young Implings and everything. So if I just swap this, I can just spam click here and notice I'm not chasing this Essence Impling. It's kind of nice. I know my inventory has like 8,000 runes in it, but I also decided to go and make a combat bracelet because it gives me teleports to like Champions Guild, Warriors Guild, Monastery, Ranging Guild, and I know Ranging Guild at least has a couple steps for mediums, and since I already have 8 billion runes, I have access to the Recharge Dragonstone spell, so whenever it runs out of charges, I just use that spell, and bam, I have more. I know this is kind of the meta for mains, but I don't know, man, it's weird trying to figure out what to do for irons, because obviously making a trillion teleport tabs is just incredibly inconvenient, so I just have to look at an entirely lit up spellbook. Well, there we go. That is 100 medium caskets, and all it took was like 15 hours. Maybe a little more than that, actually. Mediums are super slow to do on an iron, but I am very excited to open these because we are missing quite a few collection log slots. So first things first, let's go ahead and take a look at the medium clue collection log. We only have 37 of the 115 items in this log. Now, it's a huge stretch to hope that I break 800 collections logged from this, but I'd be happy if we get, like, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 new slots. I don't really know how reasonable that is, but considering we're still missing the vast majority of it, it'd be nice to see some stuff. Maybe a couple master clues? Alright, it's not starting off particularly strong. Also, I have to remember to change my screen region so that it doesn't just block the entire clue because Jagex doesn't know how to design certain things. Alright, let's continue. Alright, you know what? Second clue in, we get ourselves a pair of wizard boots. And I know you guys have seen so many people open clue scrolls at this point, and you guys probably understand this, but getting boots is the same chance as getting almost every other item from clues aside from unicorn masks and elegant pieces, which are actually more rare. So I'd be pretty happy to get any of that as well, but I will happily take a pair of wizard boots, and unfortunately a duplicate already as well. And a piece of elegant, like I said, that's quite a bit more rare than everything else, so I'm always very happy to see those. Another new one, Adamant Helm H1. Oh, God, 15 hours to do these, and I gotta say, it already feels worth it, seeing all these pop-ups. Bandos, Miter as well, on 977. Oh, it's so worth it. Clue scrolls are just the carry for these collection log series, man. There are just a ridiculous amount of slots available from clues. So if you don't like clues, don't do collection log content. Nothing in this one. 980 gives us nothing as well. Oh, a little bit of a dry spell there, but on 982 we pick ourselves up a Guthix Cloak. I actually wouldn't mind getting another pair of Ranger boots because I do have that extra Pication Crystal in the bank. Just, just stay in game. Also, I've only ever had one pair of Ranger boots and almost 1,000 mediums. That's not too great, but an Adamant Kite Shield trimmed is pretty great. 985. God, we're gonna break 1,000 mediums on an iron. That's just wrong, dude. That's just something I never thought that I would say. There we go. 989, the adamant plate body H5. Ooh, oh, I already had that in the log? Wait, really? I guess I already had the black unicorn mask in the log. That's a little unfortunate then, because that is one of the more rare items, but I guess it's good we already had it knocked out in there. And the blue headband, the very next clue, of course, making up for it, so I guess it's all well and good. Not too big of a deal. I do have the shared log completed, so none of these pages mean anything. But we are getting dangerously close. Well, there's another collection log slot. Mithril Kite Shield trimmed to 1,000 mediums. Adamant plate skirt. Oh, I love it. It's like almost every clue. If I get like back-to-back items, is just incredibly satisfying, man. And of course, for 1,000, we're going to pull ourselves a pair of ranger boots. No, and dupe elegant. Dupe elegant and a duplicate crier bell. That's a little bit rough. I'm not gonna lie to you, but 1,000 medium clues completed. They're used to seeing me do clues on my main or seeing other people do clues on main accounts, and I gotta say, doing clues on a main is like unironically 7 times faster than doing it on an iron. So hitting 1,000 on this account feels absolutely huge to me. And the white unicorn mask is a reward immediately afterwards. Okay. So we have both unicorn masks now. That's incredible. Wouldn't mind picking up some new elegant, maybe? No, but an armor cloak will do the trick as well on 1,005. Couple of empty clues there, but we get a green dehyde body gold now. Okay. Not bad. Crier coat, unfortunate duplicate. Kind of like, where are my masters at? You know, just kind of... I don't have any in the bank, do I? Nope, I don't have any in the bank. Somehow this is a 130k clue. I don't understand that at all. Huge dry streak here. Huge dry streak. Tons of gnomish firelighters, though, of course. The, like, most common item for me. Oh my god, we've gone through so many without anything. Please, what is this? I have so many slots. How can I be getting so many dupes? Thank you. Finally, adamant full helm trimmed. And the crier hat finishing off the set, I believe. There's a nice double clue. Finally, adamant plate body G and a gold headband as well. I've done 75 mediums and haven't had a master. And I did get a duplicate pair of climbing boots G. And immediately a duplicate pair of wizard boots. Come on, man. What the heck? Adamant plate body H1 though. Okay, we'll take that. Green dehyde chaps trimmed. Honestly, doesn't even look like an item in there, but we'll take it as well. 18 left. Still no master. Some elegant, though. Okay, purple elegant skirt. Into the green headband. Oh, I still love it. Okay, making up for that little bit of a dry spell we had. Into the spiked manacles. Definitely making up for that little bit of a dry spell we had. Back to back to back new items. Spiked manacles, of course, are pretty useless to me, but they are cool to see nonetheless. Dang, no 4 in a row, huh? Okay, 10 mediums left. We haven't had a single master clue. Just actually pretty crazy. We're like 3 times the rate for getting one, and there's none in my bank. But a mithril kite shield G. 5 clues left to go. I mean, I'm getting plenty of slots, but I wouldn't have minded the master clues either. Alright, the last 2. 1,070 medium clues completed, and at least we finish on a unique and a nice one at that. The pink elegant blouse, as well as 2 Sardone pages in the same clue. I don't understand how I didn't get a single master. Oh, that's not how you spell master. I don't understand how I didn't get a single master clue scroll in there. They're 1 in 35, I believe, so... That's almost 3 times the rate, but okay. We did, however, go from 740 to 764 slots. So, you know what? That's actually pretty good. I filled in a few more slots than I was expecting to, but we are still missing almost all of the elegant pieces, which is, you know, I mean, expected, I guess, but kind of sucks. And then, still no rangers. I mean, I have them already, but... I don't know, like, GP doesn't matter, but still, it would be nice to see. They're always so beautiful, and then that's always, like, you know, a duplicate I could drop over and get some bond money would be nice as well, but we have done a lot in this video, I feel like. I think this might be a pretty good place to call it. As always, if you guys enjoy these videos, please make sure you leave a like on this one. Comment on the video as well. I don't care what you comment. Tell me what your favorite sandwich is or something like that. And subscribe to the channel because it really, really does help. And I'm trying to bolster my subs. It helps me. It helps my videos get seen by more people. And you guys know the drill. You hear every YouTuber say this. So, peace out. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And hopefully next week we can get some master clues or something.